Hey everybody, it's Chuck Allgood back again. You may notice I'm wearing my NHL hat. So today I want to talk to you about ice rinks and ice hockey and ice rink refrigeration, which I know for many of you is a niche application. There are a few of you who work on rinks full time, and I've worked with a number of you. But there are also a lot of local rinks that are supported by mechanical contractors who do a lot of other things like commercial refrigeration, but work on their rinks. So there's a lot going on in the ice rink refrigeration world these days. My company, Chemours, has partnered with the NHL for a few years now to support ice rink refrigeration. And so rather than go through all the details myself, I've asked my friend who works for the league, Omar, to come online here with me and explain a little bit about why we're partnering together and why the NHL, the hockey league, is interested in refrigeration and refrigerants. So hopefully you're there, Omar. If you are, please take it away.
Thanks, Dr. Chuck. It's a pleasure to be with you today to share a little bit more about the league's commitment to community rink infrastructure. The NHL is concerned about major barriers to entry to our sport, namely the places and spaces where hockey is played. Community rinks are the front lines of our game. These are places where fans of all ages, from youth to adults, can enjoy the sport of hockey. But this infrastructure is challenged. Approximately 80% of rinks across North America are over 20 years old. And these facilities use outdated systems. Think about HVAC mechanical systems, or even old and outdated ice refrigeration plants. These systems use a lot of energy. They are highly inefficient and therefore result in higher operating costs. Our thesis goes that higher operating costs equate to higher ice time costs, which ultimately are a barrier to entry to our sport. This is why the NHL promotes best practices and technologies, products, and services that will ultimately help rink owners and operators make the right decision when they're upgrading their facility or if they're building new buildings. Chemours and their Opteon line of refrigerants, we believe, offer the best combination of safety, system performance, reliability, cost effectiveness, and ultimately sustainability. And our hope is that rink owners and operators will opt for better and choose the right solution that makes the most amount of sense when contemplating upgrading their ice refrigeration system. This is important because we do want to ensure that this rink infrastructure thrives for future generations and to ensure that the sport of hockey continues for the next 100 years. Thanks, Dr. Chuck. I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to continued conversations on this topic.
Thanks, Omar. Thanks for sharing your thoughts and the National Hockey League's thoughts about sustainability, rink infrastructure, and why it's so important to the game of hockey that many of us love, as well as to the environment and to our communities. So refrigeration, and more particularly refrigerants, when it comes to hockey rinks, has really been dominated by two refrigerants historically, ammonia and R22. And they both are facing issues, whether you're looking at building a new rink, installing a brand new ice plant, ice refrigeration system in an existing rink, or you still want to keep the infrastructure you have and keep running it as far as you can. So they both have issues. R22 obviously is being phased out for ozone depletion issues. We don't manufacture it anymore. There's still a lot of rinks running on R22, and in a lot of those rinks, and a lot of all the rinks, are getting older and approaching the end of lifetime of their ice plant chillers. So everyone is going to be looking at what do we do next. That's part of the partnership. Ammonia has had a series of safety incidents. It's a very toxic refrigerant, and so people with ammonia systems are rethinking for their next one, what other options do I have, and as well as keeping everything operating safe and efficiently going forward. So in another video, I'm going to share a number of projects we've worked on with a lot of leading rink engineering firms, mechanical contractors over the past couple of years, show you some examples of replacing R22, retrofits, conversions you can actually do, what options are available for new refrigerants that are nice, sustainable, affordable, good energy efficiency going forward. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't done it already, click subscribe so you make sure you don't miss that update, as well as other topics on refrigeration. Always glad to hear from you. Shoot me an email. But we'll be back talking about more about ice rinks and anything else related to refrigerants that's of interest to you. So appreciate you taking the time, and we'll see you soon.